We're live, the home of the Rockets in. Wonderful Houston, Texas. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Pistons.
Ready?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. A look at Cleveland's starting group. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the point. Here's James. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. LeBron's got the opening bucket of the night. For Cleveland. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, sure, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And stolen by Ariza. And it's Houston on the break.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the dunk by Love.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Howard. Comes up empty down low. Love outside. Irving with a clean look. No good with the triple.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
And the shot is good.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
And it's Houston on the... Oh!
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Irving attacking. James kicks to Frye. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here's Howard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
Harden right side. And stolen by Love. Here's Irving. That's in there. Love with the assist.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Ariza passes to Beverly. Kicks it to Howard. Harden from deep. The Cavaliers leading. Love outside. That three off the mark. Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And here's Harden for 3. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. And Moniunas subbed in for Michael Beasley. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. LeBron with it. Picked up by Moniunas. LeBron kicks to Love. Left side, Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Three-pointer. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Rockets trail by 4. Beverly with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Cleveland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. The screen from Thompson. Irving attacking. It's hauled in by Beverly.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harden, that's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Brewer. Here's Moniunas. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. For the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Like last season, we saw Moni Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Montezuma's actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden. And Montezuma's is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jones checked in for Capella. And it's Smith in for Montezuma's. Back to Harden. To the paint. Mozgov with the steal. The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That one is off. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Back to Beverly. Houston moving it around. And they're able to recover. Just 5 to shoot. Harden inside the three-point line. No good off the front iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Michael Beasley.
Outside jumper. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Beasley for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Brewer is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Beasley in the small forward spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Terrence Jones. Irving attacking. Kicks it out to Love. Outside Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail. Howard dishes to Beverly. Fires the 3. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. It's a pick by Love. James against Ariza. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Irving. And he gets it to go. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And stolen by Love. Launches a 3. Again, Irving missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Not much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark. Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
In talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella. Harden comes in for Brewer. And Godlock subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots the 3. There's the bucket, good. Harden's got 9.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Dellavedova, the pass to Mozgov. Here's McCray. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Harden kicks to Monty Eunice. Back to Harden. Houston moving it around. Launches a 3. Godlock's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 4. Inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Ariza. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Timeout called, the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here. and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
For the Rockets, Jones checked in for Howard. Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Goudlock. Terry dishes to Jones. Beasley left side. And he jams it with authority.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Dishes it to Fry. Picked by Mozgov. 6 on the shot clock. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And it's Terry off the drive.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Irving drives in. And here's Love for 3. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
There's the pick. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Jones, no luck. Cavaliers leading. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. James kicks to Fry. Offline with his 3. Montiunas passes to Harden. Takes the 13-footer. Jones. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Houston.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And so Jones nails both of them. Irving attacking, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Keep it going for your Rockets Power Dancer.
That'll be a 5-second call. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers ahead, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
We watched a great quarter by Harden. 15 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center position. It's Harden with the drive. Over to the left wing. And it's Beverly missing.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Irving from long range. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Down low. Takes a 3. Kicks it out to Harden. And a wide open look for Howard. From outside, off the mark.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
Beasley dishes to Howard. Back to Beasley. And there's a nice one-handed slam. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Look over there, Craig. He's enjoying every second of it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter. And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Montejunas comes in for Michael Beasley. And the Cavaliers call time here. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Howard comes in for Jones. And it's Beasley in for Montejunas. And Harden with the stuff.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Howard with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. Houston moving the ball around. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving's got the ball. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws. You know, talking about Beverley, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverley's toughness on defense particularly.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Harden, that's good.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
We've been going back and forth, partner. It's been really, really tight so far.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverley, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Harden draws the double. And Beverley kicks to Beasley. That is good. Beasley's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Here's Shumpert. The kick out to Irving. He feeds it to LeBron. No good. Good D by Ariza.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Irving for 3. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Harden. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the Cavaliers call time here. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Terry, the pass to Smith. Back to Terry. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
The screen from Thompson. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson. It counts, and the foul. That's on Terrence Jones.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And it's Smith missing. Decker kicks to Terry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Here's Decker. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Smith dishes to Jefferson. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Terry, the pass to Smith. Over in the corner, Decker. And stolen by Fry.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be on Josh Smith. Houston making some changes. Moniunas is checked in for Smith. Brewer comes in for Decker. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Cleveland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's Smith penetrating. And Fry kicks to Smith. And that is good. Smith's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. So it's the Cavaliers now. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Moniunas and Howard, the post pair. Patrick Beverly out there with Corey Brewer. And it's Ariza in the threesome. Inside, here's Moniunas. Can't hit the reverse layup.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Timeout call for Rockets. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustments.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the three. It's a pretty valuable commodity. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Beasley. Fires from the line. That one a little long.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40. Mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Irving. LeBron outside. The 3. Cleveland gets it back to the paint. Beasley with the steal. Ariza goes in. And the rejection by James.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Screen by Howard. Beasley kicks to Harden. Mozgov with the block. Left side, Shumpert. Pass to Mozgov. Irving dishes to Mozgov. The kick out to LeBron. Wide open look. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And Beverly kicks to Beasley. Harden outside. Pass to Beasley. 6 to shoot. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead. Get back down to 7 after the points coming from Harden. And the Cavaliers call time here. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country. But now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential. You know,
You could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent play. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Ariza. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple of years ago. Arrow seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
Irving kicks to Smith. Here's Love. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
And for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stay.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Smith kicks to Beasley. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now it's just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
It's a pick by Love. And on the way from Irving for three. Back to Smith. No one near James as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from James Harden. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Smith with it. Now Smith defending. Jumps up. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Houston making some changes. Visa comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Corey Brewer. And Smith with a clear path to the
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
For three, Love. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Beasley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Ariza passes to Howard. Harden dishes to Howard. Ariza has the open look. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got 16 here in the second half. Well, the Cavaliers' shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And that one's good. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden draws the double. Passes it to Howard. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series. And that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Rockets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for James. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Heat. A drive by Shumpert. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Harden for 3. Offensive rebound. And Brewer kicks to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Another shot. Here's Capella. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. Can't hit. Shumpert with some nice deep. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Shumpert. Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 11. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
That one goes. Count it.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.